Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas video series. I'm so happy you are joining me. It is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and I have another sneak peek for you. I'm so excited about all these new products coming out in the January mini catalog. If you're a demonstrator, you can start ordering these right now. If you're a customer, you'll be able to start ordering from the new mini catalog January 6th. So you have almost a whole month to wait. But oh my gosh, there's so much happening this week that just kind of started popping up, and you're definitely going to have lots of things, lots of things to shop for right now. I will get into that in a little bit. But first, I just want to say welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It is day 9, so we are almost done. We've got a few more days of these daily videos, unboxing the 12 Days of Christmas gift and sharing a sneak peek project for you. I hope that you've been enjoying the video series. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. We got a lot going on this week. There's a swap video tonight, great big card swap at 7 p.m. And then Thursday's video is getting postponed until Friday. We're gonna have Friday night stamp therapy, Friday December 12th, and then of course Sunday stamping every Sunday. I don't know, it feels like a lot, plus these daily videos. So that is a lot every single day, at least one video, and yeah, just lots of inspiration. So are you guys ready? Most of you who got the 12 Days of Christmas gift box received your gift in a fabric bag today. Love these cute little bags. Had them left over from a couple years ago, but I did run out. So if you ordered the box later, your day 9 gift may be in slightly different packaging. But either way, it's the same thing. Do we have any guesses before I open up day 9? This is about the size of my hand, so it does fit in my hand. It's kind of small, one of the smaller gifts. And that's all the hint I'm going to give you. You can maybe hear it's got plastic on it. Does that give it away? I think most things do have plastic on it, so maybe not. All right, while I'm waiting for your guesses to roll in, I'm going to show you the sneak peek that we are using from the January through April mini catalog. Now, I'm going to show you another sneak peek because I didn't get everything that's part of the Valentine suite. I only got the paper and the ribbon. I don't know. I don't send a lot of Valentines, and I just wasn't feeling the bundle. I felt like I had a lot already. So this is a new designer paper, and there is a whole suite of products that is very Valentine-y. I have to open it up and see what it's called because I don't remember. The Valentine suite. Oh, that's not going to help me. Hang on a second. The Valentine suite is where? Why is it? I found it. It just keeps missing it. Made with Love. Made with Love. It is super Valentine-y. We got some great colors in here, including a real red and Poppy Parade, Flirty Flamingo, Strawberry Slush, and Bubble Bath as well. It's double-sided, and sometimes I'm so excited to tell you, oh, this paper is going to be so good for other things. Actually, here's a good one because it's got flowers and hearts. I could like Easter, Mother's Day with that, but a lot of these are hearts and hearts and more hearts. So yeah, this one is just straight up, it's gonna be Valentine's Day. You got some polka dots. That could be for something else. But most of it, we got XO, we got hearts and hearts and hearts. So I can't show you the coordinating bundle, but we do have a coordinating bundle that has dies with hearts, and it says Valentine's Day and sending love. Do you guys send a lot of Valentines? Like, I would love to know. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you send Valentines, if you send a lot. I feel like I make them for the kids. And now that the kids are not in elementary school, we don't really make a whole bunch for all the kids' friends. We used to, of course, do all the Valentines, right? I should have embossed this. Can you see this new embossing folder? This is part of the suite. It is called Hearts of Love 3D embossing folder, and it has kind of like semicircles of hearts. I was hoping you could see on this paper. This is a weird color, but let's see it on green. I think you can see it better. So it has sort of the half circles, almost like a rainbow of hearts. This comes in the suite as well. This one's called Hearts of Love 3D embossing folder. And another thing I got from the suite is the ribbon. This is the bubble bath. It's really skinny, a 1/8 inch ribbon that goes with it. The embellishments are a loose Valentine assortment. They're kind of like little shaker. It's got hearts and lips and letters and confetti, and I just didn't think that I would use them, and so I didn't get them. I also didn't get the heart gusseted treat bags, which are super cute. And I think a lot of times when we do Valentine's, maybe it is like a little candy, a little treat instead of a card per se. So I am going to use some other Valentine product to show you a little treat that you can make. And the new Valentine product I am going to show you is the Love Notes designer paper. This is a 6x6 paper pack, and it has some really fun elements to it. So this paper is definitely made, designed to be cut apart. These are really cute because they have like a saying on one side and then like a blank piece on the other. So you can like sign it and have it be you know, a Valentine and like sign the back of it. I thought it would be really cute as well to put it in a flip flap, you know, that we have for the memory keeping. And then you could like flip it up and it would have the other piece, or I guess you would want to flip it over. So like the straw has on the back side your extra special. I cannot help it. I just love a good pun. How about the camera? It says, "We just click. Something sweet for someone neat. Happy Valentine's Day." So we have a couple sheets where we have these cut apart tags on the other side, like the other flip side of the tags. And then we've got some others that are double-sided patterns that can be cut apart and used, like the hearts. This one purple with pink polka dots. Here's one with stripes and the blue. I love that blue. Like, that's Azure Afternoon. I don't use that color a lot from the Bold Brights, or just the Brights. They're not bold anymore. They used to be called the Bold Brights back in the day. Then there's also like a couple like frame 4x6 ones, and these are great for memory keeping. Sending hugs, happy heart day. So lots of different like size. We got some like solid pieces, and then also some pieces to cut apart. So this is this is my jam for Valentine's Day. It's got some words in there. It's got some images, and I really love the other colors. Looking at your comments, Maria's got it right. She's guessing. She said she didn't get the gift box, but she did make a guess. And let's see. She says she doesn't make Valentine cards now that kids are grown. I find myself making fewer Valentines as well. Although I love Valentine's Day as an excuse to tell your friends you love them. It's not always just romantic love. So I think that Valentine's Day can be a great excuse to tell all the people in your life, your friends, your family, the kids, the grandkids, your siblings, right? Your parents. Tell everybody you love them, because that's what it's all about for Valentine's Day. Happy Heart Day, right? Oh, I love that. Patty says she sends about 30 to family and friends, plus little special ones, like young grandnieces and nephews. I think that's awesome, because who doesn't want to know that they are loved, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's always a message that is timely. Hi Nancy. Hi everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here. All right, another guess from Sunshine Stamps was guessing embellishments. Well, today, I was thinking about tonight for the Great Big Card Swap. Today, the gift inside, Maria was right, it is tear and tape. I always like to include an adhesive. This one's one of my favorites, especially for 3D packaging. And so we are going to make a little 3D Valentine treat. But before we do that, I want to show you how adorable this paper is. And so before I got on to our video today, I started laying out cards, and like, this is how I operate. Like, I lay them all and then I glue them together. And so I have some card pieces here that I was putting together, and I didn't get them glued down, but we're going to glue them down really quick. And what did I do? Like, I got 5 or 6 of them here. What I started with was I just cut apart all the little pieces of the paper that were their own little box. And so I just started cutting all those pieces apart, and then I mixed and matched and, you know, like cut apart the other pieces to go with it. So let's glue these cards together. You can see what I'm creating. I wanted to bring in some ribbon with this one, and this was on my desk from the other day. It is the fluffy white ribbon that was part of the Jolly Delivery or North Pole Delivery Suite. It is on the clearance rack or the last chance list. And so I just wanted to remind you to check out the last chance list to get things that go with Valentine's Day. And I do this like after Christmas. I used to do it more than I do now, but after Christmas I used to always go to the I'm gonna use a different rule. I'm gonna save that one in a package, but I used to always get candy after Christmas, and I would always look for the ones that didn't necessarily say Christmas, but I would get like the Hershey Kisses, and they would be like red and white, and then you could use them for Valentine's Day. So that was always my trick. I would always use the Christmas candy for Valentine's Day. And so I brought out, perhaps to use today, the shiny red ribbon and the traditional sequins. These are from the Traditions of Christmas Suites. They're leftover Christmas product, and they're in the last chance on the clearance rack right now. And so I might draw from these a little bit for some embellishments, for some ribbon, to go on our Valentine cards. Okay, so our first card, I'm going to add some ribbon behind the focal point, and this ribbon, look at this, it does not lay flat. So I'm going to use a little tear and tape here to stick the ribbon down and have that ribbon be nice and flat across the card. So I'm going to stretch it out and kind of push down so that it can stay in place where I want it to be, and just trimming up the ends just to make them a little bit cleaner there. And then I'm going to take the Your Extra Special. Now, this original square does have the to from, and I didn't want that. The other side has just the cup, but I really liked the pun. So I just cut off the to from, and I'm using that without it on my card. So let's add that with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And the colors here are Highland Heather and Petal Pink, which I think are just so lovely together. Your Extra Special. Now, my Christmas sequins don't really go, so I'm going to bring in some of these. These are the pearlized faceted circles. This is a new embellishment. It's actually from another suite. It's from the off-camera searching for the name of the Lovely and Beautiful suite, and it has that petal pink in there, calypso coral, and some white. I think I actually like the white. I think I like the white for this one, so I'm going to do a couple gems around there. Your Extra Special. So cute. All right, let's move on to another card. So this is one I was just doing at the last minute. I was cleaning up my table, and I saw this piece, and I was like, oh, I love the back of that. And I was worried that it looked a little Christmassy, but I think that once you put in the pink, I think that it reads just flowers and roses and Valentine. So we're gonna put this down. I cut this piece apart down. You know, actually, I think I need to trim that a little bit more, unless that card base is not even. Yeah, I want to trim that down just a smidge to make it 4 inches. Tell me what you think about this paper. Is this something that you would consider on your wish list? Or are you just not feeling Valentine's? Or are you loving Valentine's and you're probably going to get the whole Valentine suite that has all the coordinating stamps and other things? Let me know. I'm excited about all the new stuff. We always do have something Valentine-y, I feel like, in the spring suite, but I was putting off Valentine's because there's so many other favorites. I always feel bad covering up some, you know, cute things like these greetings, happy Valentine's Day and love, but I also really love having some of the pink in here. And so I'm going to bring those pieces in. I just cut them down to the size that they were. And then I'm going to add this, I think with some Stampin' Dimensionals, I'm going to add this on. And maybe add some embellishments, perhaps a twine bow. There we go. Here's a twine bow from another card. I might steal it. Kind of do love that. What do you guys think? Is it too random down there? Bringing in these gems again, I'm gonna do the pink. Maybe with the gems, the ribbon is too much. I don't know. What do you guys think about the twine on that? I'm on the fence. I'm going to put it aside and you guys vote. Tell me what you think. Let's move on to the next card. One of the things I love about this designer paper is all of the other kind of colors. You know, it's not just red and pink like the other paper is. Not that there's anything wrong with red and pink, but I do love bringing in some other colors into the Valentine color palette. And so this card is Highland Heather for the card base. We have some strips of that designer paper with the kind of plaid. This is Azure Afternoon, this dark blue. And I have a strip that's 1 1/4 and another strip that is 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to spread those out a little bit, just breaking up the designer paper. And then I have the 3 by 3. I almost feel like that is too big. I was going to put the twine over here, but if you will allow me, I am going to tear apart the, I'm going to tear apart and I'm going to cut this square down a little bit. Like, it has a lot of extra white space that I'm not sure I am loving. And I want to keep the sentiment in the center. So I'm going to take off about, I was trying to do like an 1/8 of an inch from each side. I already have the adhesive down, so I'm trying to be careful here. I like that just a little smaller like that. I think that it is doesn't have so much white space. So we also need to take this one down. So this final size is looks like 2 5/8. So I'm gonna go 2 7/8 inch. This is real red cardstock. And I'm just gonna go low with that. I like that smaller. I think that it was too big before. The original size was 3 by 3, and then the red was 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, I'm seeing someone say no twine on that card. I kind of like it over here to bring that red back in. I also feel like it ties, it brings the red back into the card, whereas the other one, we already had plenty of red there. So let's go ahead and put this on. I might skip the embellishments on this one and just do a little twine. Be mine. So cute, so cute. All right, I got 2 more cards that we're gonna put together quick, and then we're gonna move on to our little treat pouch. This little treat pouch is one that I've been doing over and over throughout the years. It's so easy, and it's perfect for the 6x6 designer paper like this. Now this 4x6 piece I did cut down a little bit, and then this piece was a rectangle. I added the banner cut and then tied a little bit of twine, so it says sending hugs, and I'm just going to add that on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And this banner is going to go all the way to the top, kind of over there on the side. Okay, what do you think? Does this one need embellishments? I don't know. I would put them down here around the flowers, but I feel like, does that take away too much from the focal image? I don't know. I think it's okay. Yay! Tony's talking about sending Valentines to extended family and friends and neighbors. Absolutely. Spread that love. I have one more card I am going to make. This one is the other side of that purple paper. And I think it was maybe even from the same sheet. No, that looks like too much. No, it might have been because it's 6x6. I bet it was. So I just cut this down. And I'm not even sure what size it is because I cut it and then I cut it again as I was laying things out and changing my mind, as I often do. I think I was originally thinking I would do it this way, but then when I set it down on the card, it was this way. And so this must be 4 inches by 4 1/4 because it doesn't quite go all the way top to bottom this way, but it did fit the other way. Then this is one of those that it just is ready to cut out. It says "You're amazing," and I took a 2 3/8 inch circle and I punched that out of petal pink just to kind of give a layer to that. And oh, you know what, we could bring in some of this. We talked about using our Christmas ribbon. We could bring in a little bit of our Christmas ribbon. I don't know how I feel about that Christmas ribbon. I think I'm going to skip the Christmas ribbon, but I do want to bring in the red sparkles. You're amazing. And this isn't even a Valentine card. You could send "You're amazing" to anyone, any time of the year. Our sequins come in 3 sizes, the large, the medium, and the small. So I'm going to use one of each and add some sparkle. That glue dot. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do 5 because that's how amazing that's how amazing you are. All right, what do you think of these quick cards? I love the way they turned out, and each one a little bit different with that designer paper. But what I wanted to show you was a little treat with this designer paper, which I already forgot what the name of it is. By the way, if you have your catalog, if you're a demonstrator and you've got your catalog already, this designer paper is in the front. It is on page 17, and it is with the like memories and more. It's kind of a it's a mix and match designer paper is what they're calling it. So it kind of goes in that memory keeping. Anyway, page 17 is where you're going to find it. Let's use another piece, a 6x6 piece, to create something that you can put candy in. So this is a little sour cream pouch container, and I haven't made one of these in a while. I should have done a practice one, but if I remember correctly, we are going to do tear and tape on 3 sides. And if I had planned better, I would have gone to the store and gotten some Hershey Kisses or something to put inside that would allow me to use red. I don't think we got Valentine candy out yet. I think we're still very much in the Christmas candy mode at the store. But like I said, if you get the red, maybe I don't want to do that one yet. Oops. Okay. Start with the side one that isn't going to have a second one. I guess we need to do both of them here. Maybe let's go ahead and do this one too, just because it's going to be harder to get after we put it together. I'm starting with a roll, and I guess also it would help to kind of burnish the paper a little bit to make it easier. We're going to fold it over, not fold it, we're going to roll it over to create a tube. That's going to be step 1. So just adhering it to itself. Nice, good pressure in there. And then we've got our tube. I was going to hold it up like a pirate, but then you can't see it because you can't see my eye right now. Then we're going to swoosh one end in one direction, make it flat. And then we're going to squish the other end in the opposite direction. Now, here's where you would want to put your treat in there, whatever candy you're going to put in there, or, you know, if you had other, like, I don't know what else you would give at Valentine's Day, some other little treat. This would fit quite a few things. Then you're going to smush in the opposite direction. And I call this a sour cream treat box because it kind of looks like those little pouches of sour cream. They still make them like that, right? Little pouches like this of sour cream. Anyway, it's kind of a, what else would you call it? A smashed end. I'm just going to call it a designer paper little treat pouch. So this was one 6x6 piece. If you wanted it to be smaller, you could cut it down a little bit. Like you could do a 4x6 or a 5x6 or something like that. I don't think you want to go too much smaller because you do want it to be able to fit some candy. And then we can decorate. So we have some of that red ribbon. We can bring that in and we can tie a bow. Actually, let's do that. Let's do a hole. I'm going to bring in our punch pack here. This is the 1/8 inch circle punch. This is the tag punch pack. I'm going to just punch a hole right in the center and then bring in, that's not going to be enough to tie a bow. I'm going to bring in the ribbon. And this obviously will work with any designer paper. So if you are needing some last minute Christmas treat packaging, this would be really cute to do for Christmas. I think one year I made up little treat boxes and had them like on the table as like a little table favor for Christmas dinner. Maybe it was Thanksgiving dinner. They would be a cute little party favor, like for a baby shower or a wedding shower or a birthday. Trying to untwist the ribbon so that you can see the pretty shiny side. But I just lost my end over there. Nope, there it is. Ah, nothing like tying a bow on camera. Okay. Cuteness. And how about a little tag? Let's see what we have left to put on here. Happy Valentine's Day. That is a little bit big. I don't know if I like that one. Here's one. It has the hearts, and on the back it says to from, so you can stick that on there. I like this one. Happy Heart Day. Or Be My Valentine. Something sweet for someone neat. Oh, I kind of like that one. It brings in a little blue and it tells us what we got inside. I think my favorite is this one. I don't know why, I'm just digging that. So there is room to write on the back if I had a treat inside. I'm not going to give somebody an empty tree, but after you write on the back, you can stick it on with a Stampin' Dimensional and just go right here at the top. Or you could poke a hole in it and add some twine and attach it. That would be a little bit more work, but probably would look a little cuter. Okay. What would that look like? It would look like this. Let's poke a hole using the same punch. This is the 1/8 inch circle punch. And we'll bring in some of our red and white twine. And tie that. I'm just going to tie it on. Tie that like this, and then we can tie it onto our bow or tie it through the same hole. So cute. I love it. Tell me what you think about our little Valentine treat and the adorable cards. You know I'm more of a card maker. I like the way the cards turned out better than the treat box, but I hope that you feel inspired by all of the Valentine projects that I shared today. Before I let you go, I have to tell you about all of the amazing things coming up this week, starting with free shipping. I'm going to put these aside. This is awesome. So of course, after I placed a big order, that always happens. I did it on Sunday. I almost waited. I don't know why. I was just like, you don't have to order right now. You can wait. I needed my product of the month. And so I placed my order, and then yesterday, they announced in the afternoon, free shipping for 3 days only. So if you place an order of $75 or more on the Stampin' Up website, you're going to get free shipping, free standard shipping. Now, just a little asterisk, the order that you place during this promotion may or may not come before Christmas. So if you want to get it before Christmas, you can do like a 2-day shipping or an overnight shipping option. But the standard shipping just may not arrive before the big day. Just so that you know. And what I really am excited about telling you, though, is this virtual card making retreat that Stampin' Up is doing in January 22nd through 23rd. This is going to be a 2-day event that's happening on Facebook, and Stampin' Up staff are going to lead you through making 15 cards. These cards are beautiful. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I don't even have to tell you about them because I can show you what the cards look like. The reason I am telling you about this right now is because tomorrow, December 10th, the card making retreat, virtual card retreat kit is going to be available for sale, and it is only while supplies last. So it's possible that it will sell quickly. The scrapbooking retreat kit is still available right now. It's in the last chance list, but I think that the card making retreat kit is going to be more popular. And since this is the first time Stampin' Up has ever done this, we have no idea how long the the kits are going to last. They could sell out in an hour. They could sell out in a month. They could sell out it could be on the last chance list. I don't know. So the event itself is happening in January. If you can't watch live, you'll be able to watch the replay. The virtual card retreat kit includes a stamp set, looks like 2 stamp sets, dies, including these awesome label dies and these background dies, flip flaps, embellishments, cardstock, envelopes, like all the stuff that you're going to need. You will still need to provide your own adhesive, your own ink pads, that kind of stuff. But the virtual card making retreat kit is $165. It includes all of that product that you're going to need to make the cards, and then you'll get to keep afterwards. It also includes the event. So buying the retreat kit is like your ticket to attend the retreat. Amazing things. It counts towards Stampin' Rewards. You can also use your Stampin' Rewards towards the purchase of the card retreat kit. Virtual card retreat kit. Yes. Okay. Do you want to see these cards? You guys, they're so amazing. I was really surprised in a good way at how awesome these cards are. So here's this flyer that Stampin' Up! Has prepared that show all 15 of the cards that we're going to make as part of this virtual card retreat, the first ever that Stampin' Up! Is holding. And so this is something that is sponsored by the company. It is hosted by the company. They're providing all the instruction and through videos and PDFs and everything. So here's the cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I love that one. 8, 9. This one's so cool. 10, 11, 12. Through these card samples, you can see some of the stamp images that are going to be included in the card making retreat kit. I'm seeing thinking of you, in my heart, hello, thanks, congrats, happy birthday, you're on my mind, friend. So there's lots of different sentiments, love you so much, lots of different colors, images. It's very floral. Yep. Very floral. Now, I did not attend the scrapbooking virtual retreat that Stampin' Up! Did, but I heard amazing things about it. I think there's going to be lots of teaching of techniques and ideas that you can then use in your card making in the future. And so I'm super excited. I am probably going to stay up late. And I don't see anything that says otherwise. So if you're ordering the virtual card retreat kit, in the next 3 days, December 10th, 11th, and 12th, you'll get free shipping. So free shipping on this amazing retreat kit that includes all the stuff to make the 15 cards. I'm so excited. So this is not available yet. It is available starting tomorrow is when the virtual card retreat kit starts and will be available while supplies last. So you can order this in the online store starting tomorrow, December 10th, while supplies last at juliedavison.com/shop, and free shipping on this and everything for 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, December 10th, 11th, and 12th, 2025. So no matter what you are shopping for, if you are shopping for last chance products, if you are shopping for your favorite Christmas things, you might want to do a 2-day shipping, but whatever it is you're shopping for, free shipping when you have $75 or more. And when you hit $75 or more, you can also choose, if you want, to add on the product of the month for $5. This is limited to 1 per email account per month. So it is the beautiful blues. I don't remember the name of it. This beautiful blue, shades of blue designer paper, 12 by 12, and it's going to have 2 sheets of each of those patterns. Again, while supplies last, so make sure to claim your product of the month. Now, when your shopping cart reaches $75, you're going to want to then go in to the Shop Now button at the top. There's like a tracking bar, and you're going to want to click on Shop Now to add the paper to your cart because it's not automatic, okay? If you finalize your order and you didn't add it, I don't know that we can do anything. So make sure that you add the product of the month before you finalize your order to claim that extra add-on. I'm so excited. There's going to be a new product of the month every single month. So this is just the one for December. There's going to be a new one in January, February, March, all through next year. So super, super exciting. So we got product of the month. We got free shipping. We got the virtual card retreat kit. And wasn't enough, Stampin' Up! Is also doing a paper pumpkin sale starting tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It is up to 50% off past kits, refills, and add-ons. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you'll have access to that sale in addition to the free shipping, in addition to everything else. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the week just got better. I'm super excited. Are you guys excited? Let's see. Tony says she did the virtual album retreat and can't wait to do the card making retreat. I know. I'm really excited too. I think it's going to be so much fun. It is going to be intense. 15 cards over 2 days. Like, it may be too much to watch all at once. Like, I know there's going to be like 2 7-hour blocks, but if you need a break, if you need to break it up, you're going to be able to watch those videos later. So if you can't do it all, or if you just don't have the time to commit to 7 hours, 2 days in a row to making cards, I get that. You'll be able to watch the replay of the videos afterwards. All right, you guys, that is it for today. I hope you feel inspired. I am inspired. I always love quick and easy cards, and this bunch made me happy today. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. Tonight, we have the Great Big Card Swap at 7:00 p.m. Central Time. Tomorrow and the next day and the next day, we have our last 3 days of the 12 Days of Christmas video series. We're going to unbox those last 3 gifts, and we're going to keep doing sneak peeks. There's 2 more sweets that I haven't shared yet, the Easter Joy and the cute little bugs. So I will be showcasing those over the next couple days. So tune in and see what I'm creating. Thank you for sharing this time with me today. I love each and every one of you. You're amazing. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.